On the gentle waves of the shimmering sea, a bright and colorful pirate ship glided through the morning light. It wasn't a scary pirate ship, oh no. It was painted with stripes of blue, green, and purple. Its sails sparkled like stars, and its flag had a smiling seashell on it. This was the Rainbow Pearl, the friendliest pirate ship in all the oceans. At the wheel stood Captain Poppy, a brave little girl pirate with curly red hair tied up in a big blue ribbon. She wore boots that squeaked when she walked and a coat decorated with seashell buttons. Flying above her was Pico, her talkative, rainbow-feathered parrot. Squawk! Adventure awaits! Adventure awaits! Pico called from the top of the mast. Captain Poppy grinned. Then let's go find it. As the morning sun warmed the deck, Poppy unrolled her sparkling treasure map. Unlike ordinary maps, this one shimmered like tiny fireflies dancing on paper. Look, she said, pointing to a twinkling mark. It says the sparkling treasure of Coral Cove is nearby. Her crew Buttons the tiny mouse, Lulu the clever raccoon, and Captain Paws the brave cat gathered around. Buttons tugged on his tiny pirate hat. Isn't Coral Cove guarded by magical creatures? Lulu nodded. I've heard the sea there glows like a lantern. Captain Paws puffed out his fluffy chest. Well then, he said, let's go. The Rainbow Pearl sailed toward Coral Cove, and as they drew near, the water changed from deep blue to glittering turquoise. Sparkles danced on the waves. Seashells bobbed like floating jewels. Suddenly splash! A swirl of bright green and blue flashed beside the ship. Up popped a mermaid. She had shimmering emerald hair, a crown made of coral, and a tail that glowed like opal when it caught the sunlight. Greetings, travelers, she said with a gentle wave. I am Marina, guardian of Coral Cove. Captain Poppy bowed politely. Hello, Marina. We're looking for the sparkling treasure. Marina smiled. Ah, many seek it, but only the kindest and bravest can earn it. You must complete 3 magical challenges. We love challenges, Poppy exclaimed. Marina whistled a soft melody, and the sea began to ripple. Out of the shimmering water came dolphins, turtles, crabs, seahorses, and even a giant, friendly whale. They lined up like a parade marching through the sea. A playful dolphin named Bubbles flipped in the air. Follow us through the coral maze, she chirped. The animals swam ahead, creating a glowing path. The Rainbow Pearl followed carefully, weaving through bright pink archways of coral and swirling streams of bubbles. The whale hummed a deep note, woo-woo, guiding them through twists and turns. Buttons squeaked, this is amazing. Lulu scribbled notes on her seashell notepad. I've never seen colors so bright. At the end of the maze, the animals twirled in a joyful dance. You passed the first challenge, Marina applauded. Marina presented Captain Poppy with 3 glowing seashells, each one pulsed with a gentle color blue, pink, and gold. To open the treasure cave, Marina said, you must match the melody of the singing shells. The shells hummed softly. La, Lu, Lee. Captain Poppy lifted her chin. Crew, let's sing. Buttons squeaked the high notes. Pico squawked the middle notes. Captain Paws tried his best low notes, even though he sometimes sounded more like a snoring cat. Together they sang, La, Lu, Lee. The shells glowed brighter and brighter until rumble. A crystal door opened in the cliff, shining like diamonds. You've passed the second challenge, Marina said, clapping her hands. Inside the crystal cave, rainbow light bounced off the walls. Every step sparkled like fairy dust. Suddenly, Poppy heard a tiny voice cry out, Help! Help! She looked down and saw a little red crab pinned under a fallen rock. Captain Poppy rushed to him. Oh no, don't worry. We'll get you free, she called her crew. Captain Paws pushed with his strong paws. Lulu used a driftwood lever. Buttons crawled underneath to check the crab. With one big heave, they lifted the rock. The crab wriggled free and waved his claws happily. Thank you, thank you. Marina appeared with a glowing smile. You have passed the final challenge. The treasure belongs to you. A pearl chest floated forward, glowing so bright it lit the whole cave. Captain Poppy opened it slowly. Inside were rainbow gems that sparkled like stars. golden seashells that chimed softly, a magical seashell horn that allowed them to call all ocean animals whenever they needed help, a glowing pearl compass that always pointed toward adventure. Poppy's eyes widened. "It's beautiful," Marina bowed. "You earned these treasures not with strength, but with bravery, music, teamwork, and kindness." The mermaid Marina and all the sea animals gathered to wave goodbye as the rainbow pearl set sail. Bubbles the dolphin leapt high. "Come visit again." The whale hummed a low farewell song that echoed across the water. Marina placed her hand on her heart. "You will always be welcome in Coral Cove." Captain Poppy blew the seashell horn. It made a warm, magical whoosh sound. "Crew," she called, "adventure never ends when we have good friends." And the ship sailed into a golden sunset, ready for their next magical journey.